Welcome back everyone to another episode of ShadeTV. My name is Marissa Hill and today we will be discussing yet again another one of my pickups from the latest Yeezy drops. These are the Yeezy Boost 350v2 statics in the non-reflective colorway. Let's take a quick sneak peek. To another unboxing and review. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome in. Today we'll be discussing another one of my pickups from the most recent Yeezy drops. Congrats to anybody who was able to cop a pair of this beautiful Yeezy Boost 350v2 static colorway. This did initially release back in 2018. I unfortunately took a hard L. I was devastated, but so excited that they re-released these so that I was able to have a second chance at copping a pair. This did release in a reflective and non-reflective. Could have been cool to have the reflective as well, but not hating on the fact that I was able to at least get the non-reflective version. We'll go through the overview of these, jump into size and fit, followed by how I style this. Great color combination. Then we'll conclude with how these are currently doing on the resale market. Let's jump right into it. So as far as the prime knitting and everything goes, I decided to actually bring out my cloud whites just because it has a little bit of similarities. Of course, the cloud white is a bit more on the bluer tone of things, and the static is more of a heather gray tone, but we do have just light gray and darker charcoal gray kind of spread throughout. There is actually, when it hits the light, a bit of a metallic-y sheen to it, which is kind of nice. And then the laces as well have the same exact kind of color combination as the actual prime knitting itself, which I think is really cool. Something that you don't often see. You typically just get kind of a solid tone for the lace set that comes with the Yeezy 350v2s. So it's nice that it kind of blends perfectly and makes it more of a monochromatic looking statement for the upper. As far as the side, we have just a nice kind of transparent stripe here, so you can kind of see through, and it's got some cream underneath that. The outer lining of the sock lining is in white. The interior is completely covered in white for the insole, and then Adidas and Yeezy is in black. We do get a pull tab on this one in a solid white colorway, and again on both side paneling we've got that same just color combination of the lighter gray and charcoal gray kind of intermixed in there, and the same goes for the lateral side. Working our way to the bottom, we've got this translucent, nice midsole, keeping it very clean and really bringing the look of the sneaker together. And then we've got more of an off-white tone on the bottom of the outsole. And then of course you can see that full-length boost underneath. All right, let's take a look at all of those details, then move into sizing. as sizing goes, for the 350 V2s, I highly recommend sizing at least half a size up. I've honestly been going a full size up just because it feels like that gives me the most room to really move my toes in this upper, since your heel will get pushed to the front of the toe box region. So if you have flatter, wider feet, definitely size up on this one. I have high arch, narrow feet, so I can at least make it work a little bit easier, but it will be harder if you have flatter, wider feet. All right, so now let's jump into styling. Again, this is by far one of the best colorways to drop in my opinion. I've always been a fan of the static, but back in 2018, 350 V2s were just near impossible to snag a pair. But as far as this color scheme goes, really easy to really just kind of digest and coordinate with all your pieces that you might currently own in your wardrobe. So for the first look, I decided to actually bring some color into the mix with a red maxi dress. Red is definitely going to be a very trending color this fall and winter time. And I think that this is just a really safe play if you want to really coordinate something with a brighter shade. Look, I decided to keep it pretty monochromatic with a gray tie mini dress. Clearly you see lots of charcoal grays in this, so if you're not somebody who feels comfortable really coordinating and bringing more colors into your looks, I highly recommend just going with an all gray look. Whether it's charcoal gray, heather gray, I feel like both will work. And final look, I decided to go with, again, more of a fall tone for this nice kind of olive bandeau top that had a cargo look to it, with a different green shade, more of an army green shade for a skirt, again with that kind of cargo look. I think that olive tones will also coordinate well with gray as well.
goodbyes. Look in my eyes, tell me you feel the same. Don't act like this ain't a good time. Being in love time. It's been like this for a while. I gave you all my life. Stay to the sun.
All right, so as far as retail goes, these retailed at $230 and they're currently on the resale market going below that retail price point. One of the things I love about that is for those of you who really struggled when Yeezys were in their prime, you're actually getting an opportunity to test these silhouettes out. I mean, it used to be impossible to snag a pair of these. So I'm really happy for those of you who have actually commented on my channel saying that this is the first time you've been able to cop a pair of Yeezy 350 V2s. So congrats to any of you who took W's, especially in this colorway, because this is definitely a winner. All right, everyone, that is it for this unboxing and review. If you joined us for the first time, thank you so much. My name is Marissa Hill. This is ShadeTV. We will catch you all on the next episode.
Yeah.